The beach is an intriguing, wild, and enchanting destination, treasured by individuals of all age groups who savor their summers by the ocean. Weekends and vacations provide chances for unwinding, and every trip to the beach presents moments of pleasure. It's quite common to witness individuals caught in amusing situations, and the sight of people playfully interacting under the sun is highly entertaining. Nonetheless, the beach can also present unexpected sights, and thanks to modern technology, smartphones and drone cameras particularly, we can now witness some of the world's most bizarre and astonishing beach occurrences. In the following compilation, we will share 20 beach moments that, without filming, would be difficult to believe. Crabs take over the beach. It looks like a crimson takeover on the beaches of Southern California as thousands of vibrant red crabs paint the coastline with hues of scarlet. The crabs completely covered the beach floor of Newport Beach, California, seeming like a red carpet. The tiny crabs were about 1 to 3 inches big. Their presence was so shocking that everyone who saw them was taken aback. Lindsay Sala, an expert on the matter, stated that these sea creatures are usually washed to the beach and stranded in large numbers due to warm water intrusions. Sadly, unless the tide drags them back into the sea, the crustaceans will die, and nothing can be done to save them. With such an abundance of crab, locals and tourists should generally get excited at the thought of a crab meal, but they were advised against it as no one knows the toxins these creatures could contain, despite how yummy they might look. On the bright side, shorebirds would have a day of abundance without having to scavenge for food. To this, experts say that although the crabs have to die, providing shorebirds helps keep the ecological balance. Clams can walk too. Clams are fascinating marine or freshwater mollusks characterized by their two-part hinged shells. They can be tightly closed for protection or open to allow the clam to filter feed and interact with its environment. With their simple body structure consisting of their shell, mantle, foot, and gills, their soft body is enclosed within 2 shells connected by a hinge. They are often sedentary animals that bury themselves in sediment, such as sand or mud, using their muscular feet. Their muscular foot protrudes from between the valves, and by extending their foot and contracting it in a wave-like motion, they can slowly crawl along the bottom of the sea. This crawling movement allows them to shift their position within their habitat. The foot is also used for digging into sediment and anchoring the clam in place, and they can use their foot to attach themselves to solid surfaces, such as rocks or other shells. This attachment helps them resist being dislodged by water currents or predators. Depending on the species, the color of the foot can range from pale white to shades of pink or yellow, but this one had an orange tail-like foot. Leatherback sea turtle is returned to the sea in Massachusetts. Leatherbacks are a remarkable and unique sea turtle species known for their distinct appearance. They are the largest species of sea turtles, with adults reaching lengths of up to 7 feet and weights exceeding 1,000 pounds. These creatures are not hard to recognize. Unlike the hard shell typical to other sea turtles, they have a leathery, flexible back covered in distinct ridges and a unique pattern of dark and light colors. They are typically found in open ocean waters, particularly in tropical and subtropical regions. Still, there have been sightings in Massachusetts, off the coast during certain times of the year, particularly in late summer and early fall. While Massachusetts is not a typical habitat for leatherback sea turtles due to its colder waters, an enormous 600-pound leatherback turtle was found in Provincetown, Massachusetts. The turtle, estimated to be about 5 feet long, took 3 groups of kind volunteers to free and return to the sea after getting stuck in a mudflat. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, lists leatherback sea turtles as vulnerable due to their numerous threats, so it was nice to see the group be kind to the turtle rather than harm it. Dead pilot sharks found on the beach. Over 100 pilot sharks were found over Stewart Island, New Zealand. The news was brought by a hiker enjoying a walk across Stewart Island.
More than 50 whales have died after becoming stranded on a Scottish island. Experts think the pod may have run into trouble when a female among them became unwell while giving birth.
A remote locale in New Zealand's far southern regions. Rather than taking in the breathtaking view of beach sands and ocean waves, the crest of the hill brought the view of scores of dead pilot whales washed ashore on the beach. The hiker quickly notified New Zealand's Department of Conservation, but half of them had already died by the time of discovery. The rest were in such critical conditions that the department decided even the survivors needed to be euthanized. Although the decision was quite challenging, the inability to reach experts at such short notice made euthanization the most humane thing they could do for them. In video footage shot from an aircraft, the dead lay motionless in thick clusters, many half buried in the sand by the movements of the tide. It was shocking to witness over 100 dead whales on an island of about 400 people. Odisha sand art. Odisha, a coastal state in eastern India, is renowned for its vibrant art and culture, and one of its most famous and unique forms of artistic expression is sand art. Sand art involves creating intricate and captivating sculptures using sand as the primary medium. The art form has gained international recognition, drawing both tourists and art enthusiasts to witness its beauty. Odisha is home to several skilled sand artists who have perfected the craft of creating intricate sculptures using sand and seawater. If you have ever attempted to create a sand castle at the beach, you can tell that sand art is an incredible and precise skill, and Odisha's sand artists are known for their remarkable attention to detail and precision. Despite the temporary nature of their creations, they can craft intricate patterns, textures, and forms that captivate viewers. Through their sand sculptures, artists skillfully depict gods and goddesses, historical events, wildlife, environmental concerns, and more. The state hosts various sand sculpture festivals, where artists from around the world gather to showcase their talent and create stunning masterpieces. The impermanence adds to the allure and uniqueness of the art form. Albino humpback whale. Humpback whales are magnificent mammals known for their massive size and acrobatic behaviors. These charismatic creatures are among the larger whale species, with adults typically reaching lengths of 39 to 52 feet and weighing around 25 to 30 tons. Humpbacks have a dark upper body and a lighter underside, a coloration pattern known as countershading. They also have unique patterns on the underside of their flukes, used to identify individuals. Finding an albino whale is a rare and captivating phenomenon in the world of marine life. They lack the pigment melanin, which gives color to their skin, eyes, and hair, and as a result, albino whales have a striking appearance with pale or white skin and often pink or red eyes due to the blood vessels showing through the unpigmented iris. Since they are so rare, it was sad to discover the carcass of a female albino humpback whale on a beach in Australia.
A rare albino whale feared to be the world's most famous white humpback migaloo has been found washed ashore a beach in eastern Victoria.
The dead mammal was up to 32 feet long. Upon its discovery, authorities prevented people from going to it or taking unauthorized samples. Lifeguard saves dolphin. Dolphins are highly intelligent and social marine mammals known for their playful behavior, acrobatics, and remarkable communication skills, often making them considered one of the most intelligent non-humans. Dolphins are well adapted to their marine environment. Their tails, or flukes, provide powerful propulsion through the water, and they have a blowhole on the top of their heads, which allows them to breathe while swimming near the surface. These adaptations sometimes make the dolphins get cocky and swim too close to the shore, thereby keeping them stranded. So in the case of this dolphin caught in the tides while swimming close to the shore and got stuck on the shore, a lifeguard saved the stranded dolphin in a heartwarming act of bravery. With his quick thinking and expertise, coupled with the assistance of his team, the lifeguard rushed to the aid of the distressed animal, and they safely transported the dolphin back to the ocean, where it could swim freely once again. This man's heroic act demonstrates the compassion and dedication of our lifeguards, who prioritize human lives and act as guardians of marine life. The dolphin rescue reminds us of maintaining a healthy and safe environment for all ocean creatures. Oldest bottled message found on a beach. The oldest message in a bottle that has been reliably documented is one found over a century after being thrown into the sea. While walking along the beach, Tanya Illman of Perth found the bottle in January near Wedge Island in Western Australia.
The oldest message in a bottle to ever be discovered washed up on a beach in Western Australia, 132 years after being thrown overboard a German ship.
Inside the bottle was a rolled-up piece of paper tied with a string. After carefully extracting and examining the paper, they realized they had stumbled upon a 132-year-old message in a bottle. The message was written in German and dated June 12, 1889. It was part of a project conducted by the German Naval Observatory, in which thousands of bottles were released into the ocean in the 19th century to study ocean currents. The message requested that whoever found the bottle would record the date and location of its discovery and return the message to the German Naval Observatory in Hamburg. The Western Australian Museum authenticated the bottle and the message, and it was confirmed to be the oldest known message in a bottle. Disinterested crocodile. Can you imagine what it would feel like to visit the beach to enjoy the sea breeze and get a tan, and instead you see a 10-foot-long crocodile slowly passing by you? The carefree reptile emerged from the trees as stunned tourists soaked up the Caribbean sunshine, when the croc, making a beeline for the sea to cool off, sauntered past their beds. Naturally, people were panicked, and a man was seen encouraging sunbathers to stay back as the crocodile passed. Once the initial panic was over, people pulled out their cameras to take snaps of the crocodile before it reached the water and swam away from sight. This incident occurred on Palancar Beach on the Mexican island of Cozumel. Cozumel is one of the most popular cruise destinations in the Caribbean. Although it is largely undeveloped, it hosts a wide variety of exotic wildlife and beautiful beaches that tourists can't help but visit to enjoy their vacation. Maho Beach or Airport. Maho Beach is a famous beach located on the Caribbean island of St. Martin, and its proximity to Princess Juliana International Airport makes it unique and popular among tourists. The beach is right at the end of the airport's runway, and planes coming in to land pass extremely low over the beach. Tourists often gather on the beach to watch and photograph the planes, especially during the moments when they are about to land. The planes swoop in 10, 20 meters over the heads of the tourists lying on the beach, resulting in incredible photos, and landings have become so popular that the authorities have had to put up signs warning that people could be injured or even killed by the blast from the jet engines. The jet blast from departing planes has also become a unique attraction, sometimes causing beachgoers to be blown into the water. Maho Beach has become an iconic and recognizable destination, and it has been featured in various travel shows, documentaries, and movies. Visitors must exercise caution and follow safety guidelines when visiting the beach due to the potential hazards of low-flying planes and jet blasts. Seal and dog play fetch. In a world where different species often seem worlds apart, a unique bond has formed between two seemingly different worlds. A heartwarming connection emerges, a connection between paws and flippers. In this scenario, the dog brings vitality and curiosity, while the seals exhibit their gentle and curious nature. The presence of a human at the scene also helps facilitate the interaction, so the dog doesn't push past the limit. The relationship between dogs and seals is a fascinating example of interspecies interaction, characterized by curiosity, playfulness, and sometimes coexistence. While dogs and seals are inherently different animals, their encounters in specific coastal environments have led to unique and heartwarming interactions. Both dogs and seals are naturally curious and social creatures. Their curiosity often sparks playful interactions when encountering each other in coastal areas. Dogs might approach seals with wagging tails and excited body language, while seals may show interest by observing the dogs from a distance or even venturing closer. They also appear to adapt to each other's behavior when interacting. Seals might adjust their movements to match the playfulness of the dogs, while dogs might mimic the curious behaviors of the seals. Turtle saved from shark. A group of fishermen became unexpected heroes as they intervened to save a sea turtle from the clutches of a relentless shark.
Terrifying footage there at the moment. A loggerhead turtle has a lucky escape out of the jaws of a tiger shark in the Bahamas.
As the fishermen cast their nets in pursuit of their daily catch, their routine expedition took an astonishing turn. Amidst the tranquil expanse of the sea, a shark was in pursuit of a vulnerable sea turtle. The predator's sharp instincts were evident as it closed in on its target, setting the stage for a life-and-death struggle. Recognizing the situation's urgency and drawing from their knowledge of the sea and collective experience, they sprang into action.
We're out here. We just saw a tiger shark stomping on a turtle. We are gonna rescue this turtle and
They strategically maneuvered their vessel with synchronized precision to intercept the predator's path. In a split-second decision that would alter the course of this encounter, one of the fishermen leaned over the side of the boat and extended a long pole toward the shark. In a courageous and calculated move, the fisherman tapped the water's surface with the pole, creating ripples that caught the shark's attention. Startled, the predator hesitated, providing the sea turtle a fleeting opportunity to escape. Taking full advantage of the distraction, the sea turtle, driven by instinct and survival, propelled itself forward with renewed energy, seizing the precious safety window. Seals surf. In a heartwarming display of nature's playful spirit, an adorable baby seal became an unexpected surfing sensation, captivating the attention and admiration of both surfers and onlookers alike.
That right. That is a surf pup. The seal surfers are now calling Sammy is making waves, though marine experts are mystified by the pup's behavior.
Amidst the rhythmic dance of crashing waves and the laughter of beachgoers, a curious and energetic baby seal emerged from the water's edge. Its large, soulful eyes sparkled with curiosity as it observed the surfers gliding effortlessly atop the waves. Unknown to the surfers, a surprise awaited them. As they paddled out to catch the next set of waves, they felt a gentle nudge beneath their boards. To their astonishment, the baby seal had positioned itself upon a vacant surfboard, a picture of pure innocence and joy. With a sense of wonderment, the surfers watched as the baby seal confidently balanced on the board, its flippers outstretched in perfect harmony. It sat like this, at peace with itself, and continued to float aboard the surfboard while hanging out with its new buddies. Word of this encounter spread like wildfire, drawing beachgoers and photographers who eagerly captured the magical moments. The scene became a tableau of interconnectedness, a testament to the capacity of nature to surprise and inspire. The baby seal's innate ability to embrace the joy of surfing touched the hearts of those who witnessed its playful escapade. Enormous sunfish break the scales. Fishermen often find strange things on the beach and in their nets. This was how this mammoth creature was found. Fishermen in Ceuta discovered the animal tangled in their nets and immediately called in the head of Seville University's marine biology lab in Ceuta to examine the massive sunfish. The colossal sunfish was estimated to weigh about 4,400 pounds, based on its circumference and the dimensions of sunfish that had previously been captured and weighed. In the examination, the experts tried to place it on the 2,200-pound scale, but it was too heavy and would have broken it. The fish was lifted into the air using a crane.
What?
That is a sunfish. Check out the size of it. It was found off the coast of Spain. Now, as you can see, the boat and the crew, they had to use a crane to get this thing out of the water.
And once the sunfish had been hoisted on deck, the team measured the animal, which turned out to be 10.5 feet and 9.5 feet wide. To fully put this size in perspective, let's compare it with a king-size bed, which is only 6.6 feet long and 6.3 feet wide. After measuring the sunfish and taking photos and DNA samples, the crew released the animal back into the sea, which soon disappeared into the watery depths. Oldest gold coin found on the beach. The discovery of ancient gold coins on a beach is not uncommon, as various historical artifacts and treasures have been found in coastal areas over the years. The oldest gold coins found on the beach date back to ancient times, and were likely washed ashore from shipwrecks or lost by ancient traders and travelers. This coin was found by a team of people randomly searching the beach for anything of value, whether treasure or historical value. Findings like this offer valuable insights into historic trade routes and cultures and are highly sought after by collectors and archaeologists. The discovery of these coins on the beach brings excitement and a sense of wonder as we uncover the stories of past civilizations and the journeys of these ancient treasures. Fossils on the beach. Ammonite fossils are fascinating relics from the ancient past, and finding one on the beach can be an exciting discovery. These marine mollusks lived in the oceans from around 400 to 66 million years ago and are known for their distinctive spiral-shaped shells and intricate chambered patterns. As this team meandered along the beach, they scanned the region, and among the pebbles and shells littering the shore, a small, round, and smooth stone was nestled among the small rocks and shells. After careful examination, the team figured it was not a stone and decided to pry it open. Upon breaking, they found a perfectly preserved ammonite fossil. The ammonite spiral was beautifully intricate, with each chamber distinct and perfectly preserved. Seeing this, one can't help but imagine the world in which this ammonite had lived, swimming alongside other marine creatures, its tentacles reaching out to capture prey. The sight of the fossil bridges the gap between the past and the present, connecting us to a world long before humans walked the earth. Washed-up jellyfish. Jellyfish washing up on the beach is relatively common for various reasons, such as changing tides, ocean currents, winds, and natural jellyfish behavior. Jellyfish are soft-bodied marine creatures known for their gelatinous, umbrella-like bodies and stinging tentacles. When they wash up on the shore, it can create an exciting and sometimes beautiful sight. But this time, the sight is quite disturbing. Thousands of jellyfish have washed up on the French coast after sea temperatures climbed 4 degrees in a month. Beachgoers along the Bay of Biscay on the western coastline of France are too scared to go in the water following the mass arrival of the sea creatures. Experts describe the situation as unprecedented despite the run-up to summer being typical of an increased number of jellyfish. Still, they clarified that while their presence was not surprising, their number was shocking. It is important to note that while jellyfish washed up on the beach can be captivating to observe, it's essential to exercise caution and avoid touching them, as some species may still have active stinging cells in their tentacles even after death. Starfish walking on the beach. Starfish, also known as sea stars, are marine invertebrates with distinctive star-shaped bodies of multiple arms radiating from a central disc. Among other sea animals, they are pretty fascinating, and on sighting one, their movement is always enjoyable to watch. While starfish are not precisely known for walking in the same way animals with legs do, they have a unique and fascinating mode of movement that can resemble crawling or gliding across surfaces. Their tube feet, equipped with suction cups, create a seamless connection between the starfish's underside and the surface of the rock or floor. In a fluid and almost mesmerizing manner, the starfish contracts and relaxes its tube feet, creating a gentle but persistent pressure against the surface. As a result of these coordinated movements, the starfish begins to inch its way along the surface. Its arms extend and retract, creating a wave-like pattern that propels it forward. The starfish's motion is unhurried yet purposeful as it navigates the uneven terrain of the rocky substrate. You are entranced now, aren't you? Sea glass, also known as beach glass, is a fascinating and beautiful type of weathered glass found along the shores of oceans, seas, and other bodies of water. Sea glass results from discarded glass objects, such as bottles, jars, and containers, that have found their way into the ocean, embodying the phrase, trash to treasure. Over decades, or even centuries, the glass undergoes a transformative process shaped by the forces of nature. The once sharp edges are worn smooth, and the surface takes on a frosted texture created by the abrasive action of the waves and sand. The colors of sea glass can vary widely, ranging from soft blues, greens, and aquas to rare shades like red, orange, and even black. And sometimes it comes clear. These colors often result from the original glass's composition and the minerals in the water and sand. Sea glass is a beautiful sight to behold, but doesn't get overexcited by what you see on social media. Birds following the hide. It was quite an amusing sight at the beach, where a group of birds were captured, enjoying themselves and engaging in some play and fun. As the tide comes and ebbs, these birds follow the movement of the tide, following it to and fro as it comes and returns. This continues and is such a beautiful sight that bystanders whip out their phones to capture the moment. That's some harmless fun, isn't it? There you have it. 20 instances of surprising events on the beach. Which of these were the most unexpected for you? Let us know in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.